cards start out shuffled. We're going to do the performance first, and then we'll do the explanation. Cards shuffled by a spectator, and they can shuffle however they want. Doesn't matter what happens. Okay. And we take the pack back, and you go, I'm going to make a prediction. Now, before I do you believe in fate or destiny? Either of those, or none? And what is your reason for that? And I ask to get to the general audience, so if you're curious, you could write your thoughts in the comments section on that. So it always makes it a little bit fun to be able to go about that. So I'm making 2 predictions very openly of what will play an interesting part in this effect. So I'll leave them right here. We'll come to them when the time is right. So for right now, they answer, let's say they believe in fate. So you believe that no matter what happens, that it was just destined to happen. It was just destined to happen. And you can partially say it's with the aid of manifesting. The idea that you made it happen. There was no way out because you manifested it to be that way, which is beautiful. So let's say they chose fate. Interesting. Cool choice. And they gave their reasoning for that. So while I give it to them, I would give them the pack, and I say I want it to be totally in your hands because you know what you're doing. It's already fated, isn't it? And they go, why not? So what I have them do is they would be doing this, not me. They would deal cards like this, and one at a time, and I would tell them to stop whenever you are fated to stop. And they say there. And I just ask, do you want to go one more? And they go, no. And because they knew it was fate, they knew I would ask, and so they knew it would be of that nature. So let me just clean this up. God, this is still terrible doing this one-handed. Try to be as fair as possible because this is all hands-off in this whole entire trick. I'm hands-off pretty much from this point on. So I take one of my predictions, and I place it right here, face up on top, and I place the rest of the pack on top. And I go, great. Now I want to be sure that it really is fate working in your favor. So again, we will go across like before. Spectator does it, not me. I'm just doing this for presentational purposes. And they say stop, let's say here, right there. Do you want me to deal it? They say yes, okay. And we place another prediction, in this case the 2 of spades, right here, and place the rest of the cards on top. And again, they would do all this actions, it would all be out of my hands. And so I leave this 2 of spades, 2 of spades sticking out so you can see it going through. All I would do is use a forefinger. If I was to have them set the pack on table, I would have them spread on through like this. Okay. Now, you got to choose wherever. They got to shuffle the pack. They got to, I just immediately took out predictions. And they got to deal wherever they wanted. And it was fate that they stopped there. It was fate from the prediction. And it would also be fate, in this case, that their predictions would match perfectly. In this case, the 2 of spades matches the 2 of clubs. And if we go to the Jack of spades and the card right next to it, no funny moves. They could even do this themselves. It's a double perfect match. I thank you so much. So, since I don't feel like doing an edit to the explanation, like doing all that, I'm just going to cut it all in the same thing together. So, hello everyone. So in this case, the pack really is shuffled. I want to start from the get-go. Shuffle it as much as they like. And we got a good mix. And I don't even want to go into the possibilities of, you shuffling a deck of cards, there'll be no packs that are the same once they start getting shuffled. It's crazy, the astronomical odds of things. There's like quintillion shuffling combinations. It's just crazy. So we got the deck shuffled. And what we're going to do is, assuming there's no jokers, wouldn't want those. And you could even do this with a borrowed deck, which is great. It's preferable with a borrowed deck, which makes it even better. So we go through the pack, and once we get it back, all we have to note is the top and bottom cards of the pack. 10 of spades and king of diamonds. I can hopefully show this to the camera. Camera can catch it. Hopefully with the new lens. I paid $250 for that. Okay. Anyways, and I'm not even including the lens adapter. Anyways, so we have in this case 10 of spades. So I first look for the 10 of clubs, I look through, and when I get to it right here, I don't show it towards the audience, so you wouldn't want to do that. If they see matching, your trick's dead. So you just do it up towards spectator, and you casually ask them about if they believe in fate or destiny. So it allows for you the time to do this, and you actually have an interaction with spectators. Because honestly, the worst thing you can do is literally say, hey, so what do you think about this deep conceptual thought? And they go, oh, they give you a deep, detailed response from their heart. And you go, okay, that's interesting. I'll come back to that later in the trick. You're going to just go against everything they said and just devalue everything they've said. And because they put from the hearts, and it's like, oh, okay, your opinion doesn't matter, is what you're essentially saying. Ouch. So really interact with spectators. You could take your time. This could be an 8-minute trick, and it would be great. It could just be a wonderful experience because you got to make an interaction, because people only see magic twice in their lifetime, on average, and you're making unique experiences beautiful for them. So why not make it out of love and give it the time it takes? Or manage your time wisely. Okay, so anyways, we got the 10 of spades, and now we go through to the 10 of clubs, get it up. I keep it towards myself though, get to there, and then the next one was the king of diamonds, right? So then we go search around for the king of diamonds while they're answering that question, and really just having a chat with them as they're casually searching through. You're not making a big deal of it, they're not making a big deal of it. It's open, no one knows what the trick is, you're fine. Stop worrying about it. Okay, remove both cards. Just remember which one matches the key card on bottom, because that's the one you're going to use first. Okay, so I set them here, and I know to use this one first, because that's a 10 of clubs. Okay, from here on out, it's pretty much self-working, and it just works with the spectator. So they take the cards, and it's double the key card principle, but don't think about it, just do it. You have them, and they take it in their hands, and you tell them to have it with their forefinger out, okay, if they can. If they can't, just work with them, because you might get spectators to deal like this, you know? So we have them deal one card at a time. I'm assuming the worst. They deal one card at a time. I know, I should be doing this. Anyways, then they stop whenever they feel like it. Now what's interesting about this, even before I go for the stop, the first card dealt was one of the key cards, so now you're setting up for another key card thing. So you're setting up twice using 2 key cards. Anyways, so they tell me to stop. They say stop there. You sure? Okay. I'm going to turn up one of my predictions, and I'm going to lay it right here. And in this context, you can change the presentation to whether they say fate or destiny or neither, and you can justify it giving, being clever. Just really, you can make up as you go along, or have a script that adjusts to it, but try to be sincere where you can. And then from here, you just place these cards on top, and now look, they match. First one down. Cool. Now you can leave them sticking out, or you can push them in. Doesn't really matter. I guess in this case, I'll just leave it sticking out. So there you go. But then yeah, they could. Because it's all in the spectators. They could leave it sticking out if they want, but let's just say they squared it. Okay? In most cases, they'll just square everything up. It goes in. Natural context. Then they deal again. And they say stop. No more, no less. Nope. And because we dealt the first card before, oh look, they match perfectly. So you drop this on, drop it on top, and bada bing, bada boom. They already set up with 2 keys set up, and now you just present it all you want. So you gave your response. I'm justifying it. I can restate the conditions. The pack was shuffled very fairly. I took out 2 predictions. You got to deal wherever you like. They did, and we placed predictions there. And if you believe in fate or destiny, they will match perfectly. So you can show both of them, and then the mate to, if it really did work, you can show Vin very fairly. Even they can do this themselves. That the mate to 10 clubs is the 10 of spades, matches perfectly. And if it really did work, and I'm not just saying this for the first time, it would really prove it if it matched twice. Boom, that's amazing. And they did all of that. They're wondering, how did I do that? And I really like this effect for spectators who are trying to burn your every move. Little secret, self-working card tricks are the way to go, because they have nothing to burn, and they destroy themselves. So, assuming there's no setup, in most cases. So, there you go. This is, I believe it's called Jumping Gemini. There's two types of Geminis. I know there's 2 types. Maybe this is the Gemini card trick. in either case, it's a Gemini trick, and I know I'm going to mention it in the description. At the very least, I'll just mention in the description, and it'll just be, this will all just be humor, hogwash. So don't take me too seriously. I don't even take myself too seriously. Anyways, this is dedicated to my friend Daniel Blair. I wanted to give him, amongst a couple of DVDs I'm going to send to him, physical, let's say. I just want to give him a couple self-working card tricks that he can use. So, here we are. Self-working card tricks. Gotta love it. So I hope everyone enjoyed that. And, yeah. Thank you.